like books.
Books are great.
Let's go read some books.
Welcome back to We Read, Unoffendable by Brant Hansen. This is Chapter 2.
Everyone's an idiot but me.
Everyone's an idiot except me. Except for me.
It sounds like a song.
Part 3, I think we're on now.
Yes, I believe this is today's. We're going to combine parts later, so it might not be. We'll call it part pi, and it'll be somewhere between 3 and 4.
Everyone's an idiot but me. Gosh, story of my life.
This book isn't an autobiography, but it's worth telling you where I'm coming from. By my very nature, I'm a Pharisee. I'm a rules guy. I'm also naturally very resentful. What's more, I was raised in conservative circles, the son of a preacher man. The son of a preacher man. I am very practiced at seeming righteous and impressing people with my outward piety. I know how to play the religion game. You should also know, given the nature of this book, that I'm not a pacifist, and neither my conservative nor liberal friends would say I'm particularly liberal, theologically or politically. Further, I'm not advocating that there is no wrong or right, or that sin doesn't exist. Choosing not to take offense is not about simply ignoring wrongs. If someone, say, cuts in front of you in line, you can address the situation. You don't have to simply accept it. But you can act without contempt, anger, and bitterness.
There we go.
Thank you. That explains my question from the first chapter. He's not going to just tell you how to ignore it. He is going to let you process it.
Yeah. But you can act without contempt, anger, and bitterness. You're choosing to be contemptuous, angry, and bitter.
So it's kind of how to use the first option in the anger book. How to take your anger and take it to God.
Yeah, kind of. I think that he's going to explore on that theme a lot.
I
Yes,
see.
there is a right and wrong. And what Jesus has done for us is the antidote to both fuzzy-minded relativism and self-righteous religiosity.
Religiosity?
According to radical teachings of Jesus, I stand as guilty, morally, as any other sinner. Period. Whatever anyone's done to me or to anyone else, I stand just as guilty. People have lied to me, but I've lied too. People have been unfaithful to me, but I've been unfaithful too. People have hurt me, and I've hurt them.
Good thing I never hurt you.
I get... What?
Good thing I never hurt you, sweetheart.
You never hurt me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, when we first got married, I used to love to smack her butt. And she did not like it at all, because it's a funny story. Last night she went to smack my butt, and she hit me in the back, and it hurt so bad. So I had to chase her around the house for about 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. There's plenty of those invented in Nerf fights, and other things that we're not going to talk about unless we read.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny how the tables have turned. Now, every chance you get.
Not every chance.
I love you, sweetie.
Okay. Whatever anyone's done to me or anyone else, I stand just as guilty. Oh, oops, sorry. I get angry toward murderers, and then here comes Jesus, telling me if I've ever hated someone, and I have, I am the murderer's moral equal. No one likes to hear this. We want to think people are worse than us. It's one of our favorite pastimes. Don't believe me? And experiment. Go to a mall food court, grab a chicken kebab or something. Sit down. What, you're not going to say Chick-fil-A? I thought this was a Christian book. Come on. Sit down and listen to the conversations around you. Compare how often people are telling stories about hurtful, wrong things other people did versus confessing hurtful, wrong things they themselves have done. We're brilliant at this. Geniuses, really. Would that the Nobel Committee had a prize for this. Happens in traffic all the time. The other day I was leaving our gym's parking lot, waiting for my car to turn left, sitting toward the middle of the exit, and some guy pulled in quickly and almost hit me. My mental response. Geez, that
guy's an idiot.
I don't like the word idiot. I don't like it when people call each other idiots, but I think he's going to... I'm assuming he's going to address that.
I think we're going to use it a lot in this book.
And then...
So you idiots better get used to it.
You wanted to name this channel like Idiots Read or something. The Readiots, that's what you wanted to say.
The Readiots, yeah, or the Readiots.
I thankfully I shot that down. And then this very morning, I was the one entering the lot, and some guy was sitting there waiting in the exact same place I'd been, and thought, geez, that guy's an idiot.
Geez, that guy's an idiot. I've done the exact same thing he was doing, but that guy's an idiot. And the other guy who did exactly what I'm doing now, yeah, that guy's an idiot too. That guy is always wrong because he's always that guy. You know that guy. You know Jerry. I'm always this guy. In other words, everybody's an idiot but me. I'm awesome. Go me.
Yay, me. But
Don't
disclaimer,
don't you lose. Don't lose me.
Disclaimer, Jerry's not an actual person. He's from a video game. We're not dissing on Jerry. If your name's Jerry, we still love you. Like, comment, subscribe, Jerry. Okay.
Inspiring quote for you to highlight and tweet immediately. Everybody's an idiot but me. I'm awesome. Brand Hansen. 2015, I guess?
Yeah.
I can't click because of the screen thing.
It's okay. I'm sure plenty of people have tweeted that.
Oh, there we go.
Moral of the story. Plus, we got to tweet. We got to make the dishwasher tweet. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Dishy
McWashington. Don't steal that idea. It's original character. Don't steal. Moral of the story. The other guy is always the jerk. Many times in my life, I've vocalized in traffic something like, "Man, what a jerk." I can't remember ever, not once saying, "Man, I'm a jerk." Why? Because I'm a victim. My intentions are pure. Other people are the perps. I'm never a perp. As natural as breathing. But that doesn't make it right. So stop breathing.
Yeah, it's as universal as eating, but that doesn't make it right either.
Until you like, comment, subscribe.
So stop eating. Yeah.
Well, but whatever they did, we're just as guilty. I'm not entitled to my anger against them. I'm not entitled to think I'm entitled to my anger. And yet, many tell me that we can, even should, keep our anger for a time. I ask, how long are you allowed? And I've heard the same answer many times. You can keep it for a little while. Sounds reasonable? Sure, absolutely. But merely reasonable isn't what we're going for here. We want to follow the gospel, whatever it takes us. God has made a way for us to live.
A humility that he calls us to. And it's where we humans happen to really flourish. Southern Baptist preachers, we love you.
It's how you will flourish.
You guys are awesome. Keep on being Southern Baptist preachers.
I love it. I hear this objection too. What about being angry at sin, Brant? Of course, we're supposed to be angry at sin. It's probably worth noting that usually when this question is asked of me, it's about something more specific. By sin, we mean other people's sin. Are we to cling to anger at their sin? God took out his wrath on Jesus for other people's sin. And I believe Jesus suffered enough to pay for it. And my sin too. And I'm so thankful for that. He will deal with others' sin. It's not my deal. That's a huge relief. Again, life is better this way. Do you get what he's saying here?
No. Okay, so he's saying that we can't really be angry at sin, righteously angry at sin, because we sin too, and we don't get angry at our own sin. But we do kind of get angry at our own sin. There's a whole chapter about when you're angry at yourself in the other book.
Well, there'll probably be some of that here.
Okay. As for my own sin, well, he says he's taken that sin away from me as far as the east is from the west. I suppose I could whip up some anger, but I'm honestly just stuck feeling grateful right now. So we're not supposed to get angry when someone else's sins, or at least we're supposed to work through that.
We're supposed to understand that Jesus paid for that sin as well as our own. What's more, for those who still want to make anger a nutritious part of their spiritual breakfast, in the Bible's wisdom literature, anger is always, not sometimes, always associated with foolishness, not wisdom. The writer recognized that, yes, anger may visit us, but when it finds a residence, it is in the lap of fools. Let that sink in. When anger lives, that's where it lives, in the lap of a fool. Thinking we're entitled to keep anger in our laps, whether towards the sin of a political figure or news network, your dumb neighbor, your lying spouse, your deceased father, or the President of the United States. Or the President of the United States.
Or Donald Trump, who hopefully will not be the President of the United States.
No, he's still a dumb neighbor. Whoever is perfectly natural and perfectly foolish. What scares me the most about Donald Trump is that he's not accountable to anybody. Mm-hmm. He's been bankrupt how many times? He's not accountable. He doesn't have to answer to anybody for anything. This is just a hobby to him.
We won't get on that. Enough people bash enough people.
Terrifying.
It's scary, yes, but he's lost a lot of momentum.
Make no mistake, foolishness destroys. Being offended is a tiring business. Letting things go gives you energy. What? You got some splaining to do.
You don't agree?
Say nothing quite motivates me like being angry. And while the thought of the idea of choosing to be unoffendable was ludicrous, I've tried it, and I'm not perfect at it, but I'm much, much better than I used to be. I just let stuff go. I can go into situations thinking I'm not going to be offended, no matter what.
I guarantee
You're going to like the way you feel. Guarantee it. I can let stuff go because it's not all about me. Simply reminding myself to refuse to take offense is a big part of the battle. Truth is, and you already know this, most of the time, whatever it was that we were
turn the page.
Taking personally, it really didn't have anything to do with us. Some people are rude or selfish or whatever, and we were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It happens. We could take it personally if we want, but why? But why? We'll answer that question next time on We Read.
This is the book song. I make it up as I go along. I'm singing so that the credits have time to roll. This is the book song. It's getting worse because I don't rehearse. So click on the next video and let's all read some books.